concerned in this matter, court makes the following decision with regard to the pertinent issues that were raised in the range. On the issue of service and non-personal appearance of the accused, both the private prosecutor and counsel for the accused agree that there was effective service. The only contention from counsel is that the accused was not served personally. On court record, among other documents, is an affidavit of the court process server stating that he affixed the criminal summons at the known place of residence of the accused. This is one approved mode of service under the law. Yes, it's also true that criminal liability is individual, as per Article 28 of the Constitution and Section 123 of the MCA, and as the private prosecutor rightly stated, it ordinarily means that no one, even advocates, however eminent they are, can afford to answer summons on behalf of the accused. In this matter before court, the counsel for the accused acknowledges this, but has told court that he and his colleagues haven't come to court to answer to the accused summons or be accused on behalf of the accused, but rather to seek a date when their client, who is the accused person, can be able to come to court, given that by the time they received the notice of this matter, he had prior engagements, since he is a president of a known political party. Court finds this reasonable and therefore sees no reason as to why it should grant a warrant of the accused, given that it's the first time the matter is in court, and the accused has at least had the courtesy to send his advocates to beseech court for another date where he can appear. It would have been totally a different story if there is proof of proper service and the accused does not appear, or any of his representatives, or at least let court know why he hasn't appeared. Hence, the private prosecutor's prayer for warrant of arrest is denied. On the issue of takeover by the DPP of this private prosecution, Article 123 of the Constitution is operationalized by Section 431A of the MCA, which provides for powers of the DPP to take over private prosecutions of any criminal case instituted at a magistrate's court at any stage of the proceedings before the judgment. Article 124A states that the function conferred upon the DPP under Article 3 of this article may under Article 124A of the Constitution states that the function conferred on DPP under Clause 3 of this article, I'm reading verbatim, may, in case of functions under subsection 3, and I quote, to take over and continue any criminal proceedings against any person or authority, be exercised by him or her in person or by officers authorized by him or her in accordance with general or specified instructions. The state attorney court are from the DPP's office and authorized by law to represent the DPP. The letter filed in court, dated the 8th of September 2020, was signed by the RSA on behalf of the DPP. Hence, for the private prosecutor to say that the state attorney should show instructions is incorrect, as she is acting on behalf of the DPP, and this is also in line with the same quotation of the case of Uganda versus Kalekaipura cited by the private prosecutor himself. In the same case, the High Court held that the DPP does not have to make a formal application to court before it takes over a private prosecution. That the private prosecutor does not need to be heard before a magistrate decides whether or not DPP should take over a private prosecution. That DPP doesn't need court's consent to take over and continue the private prosecution. The High Court, whose decisions are binding on this court, went ahead to state that the Constitution at Article 120 the receipt doesn't give a particular format on how DPP can take over proceedings instituted in court by any other person or authority. The DPP has the right to appear in any court during the trial of any criminal matter which has been instituted under private prosecution and address court oral on presentation to take over the criminal proceedings. Hence, the letter made it very clear that DPP does not have to give reasons why he should take over the private prosecution in any court in Uganda. In the light of the above, the private prosecutor's submission that 1. The state attorney haven't shown instructions to take over from DPP before writing the letter is erroneous because the Constitution mandates them to act on behalf of the DPP, and in this sense it's the DPP taking over the private prosecution as elucidated above. 2. The state should prove to court that the takeover is in public interest, administration of justice, and intended to prevent abuse of court process, as illustrated by the private prosecutor, is also untenable, since this contravenes the Constitution as stated above. Under Section 43(1) of the MCA, it states that where criminal proceedings have been instituted by a person other than a public prosecutor under Section 42 of 42, the DPP may A, take over and continue the conduct of those proceedings at any stage before conclusion of the proceedings, and C, require such persons in relation to the proceedings to 1. Give him or her all reasonable information and assistance, 2. Furnish him or her with any documents or other matters and things in the person's possession or under his or her control. Much as it may leave the bitter taste in the private prosecutor's mouth, since he says he is a lawyer by profession and can therefore able to prosecute this matter to its conclusion, and that DPP wants to take over after he has got his evidence, the law is the law, as elucidated above, and can't be run away from. The DPP has informed court of its intention to take over the conduct of this case and stated that they require the private prosecutor under Section 43(1)(c) to furnish them with documents and other matters and things in his possession or under his control to them, and therefore the private prosecutor is obliged to do so under the law. With the above being said, the state has taken over the prosecution of this case, and it is hereby adjourned for motion and progress to the 22nd of October 2020.
Omuntu yenna bwagulawo omusango ye ng'omu nga gwali badde musango nga guwaabibwa Ssaabawaabi wa gavumenti ya ddembe ku ssaawa yonna okujja n'eguyingiramu n'egutwala mu maaso. Era ndowooza olw'ensonga etegerekeka nti omusango ogwo guba gwa Uganda yonna, so kyalibadde kirungi gavumenti nga yekola ki yegutambuza. Naye ffe nga ttiimu Kyagulanyi ekyo si kyekikulu. Ffe tumanyi nti gino emisango gyonna tegirina makulu, gigendererwamu kutumalira biseera, naye bwe tuli bagondezi b'amateeka tuteekwa okuba nga tukola ki nga tubeerawo gyemme ku misango egitali badde na mu kkooti, tulabadde tukola ebintu ebirala ebizimba eggwanga. Oba oli awo atutawanyizaamu kaakamala naye mu njogere nyango aviriddemu awo ng'obusima ebbumba.
Kanso 22 era kkooti ya wano
22 tukomawo wano, era omubaka asuubirwa okujja wano okweyanjula okujjako singa DPP aba alina ekyakoze, kubanga ayinza okusalawo nti omusango agujje. N'ekirala nti omukulu Mabirizi alaze nti agenda kujulira. Ebyo nabyo tujja kubanga tubirize, naye bwe twogerera tetumusuubira kujja wa Kiso nga 22 kubanga takyali mu musango. He served him through WhatsApp, and so he wasn't able to come today because he had other engagements, and the court has agreed that we bring him on the 22nd of October for mention of the matter. Then too, the DPP has taken over. Of course, the private prosecutor opposed the application of the request or the information of the DPP to take over, but court has ruled, and I believe rightly so, that the DPP can at any stage take over, and DPP has effectively taken over. What I have learned also is that the private prosecutor intends to, the former private prosecutor, because he's no longer the private prosecutor, intends to appeal against the decision, but that's his right, and we shall only wait. So we come back here on the 22nd to face the DPP and see how the matter is mentioned and how we proceed.
What does it mean for the state to take over the case?
Well, that is legally provided for. The state can take over anything, any private prosecution, instituted proceedings, as long as they choose to. It's legally provided for, but as the accused person's lawyers, we are not bothered. We just know that whether Mabirizi or DPP, this matter shouldn't be in court, and we hope that the DPP can do the people of Uganda justice and just withdraw this matter, because it's not necessary to be in the court. They can do other things.